Well, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to When I Feel Like It O'Clock. It's it's L.A Kings Day today, so hold on, we'll get to that. But first, I have a question from Emily Ben Benzikai. Emily Benzikai. If I said that wrong, dear, give me another letter to give me crap for that. She asks, "How come in your videos you seem unprepared and you make mistakes such as saying that the Marlowe signing was a trade and so on and so forth like that?" Well, I have a very limited time to do these videos. I have to get in 14 naps a day. I have Roma clocks I have to take care of, Nutella baths. I have my masseuses who are on call all the time. I try to get 3, 4 massages in a day. And from within that time frame, when I feel like it, that's why I call it When I Feel Like It O'Clock, I come out here and I spit some stuff, usually half cut. So, yeah, I'm going to make some mistakes every once in a while. But thanks for your letters. Be sure to write me more. I love all my fan. So, anyways, we're on to the LA Kings, and if you don't know, I'm doing summer projections and my feelings towards moves that they've made and stuff like that. With the LA Kings, I'm sorry, LA King fans, but I'm sure you already know this. You're on your way to one hell of a rebuild, or you should be, anyways. If the signing of Camilleri didn't set off any alarm bells in your head about that, let me tell you, it should. Camilleri is basically on the end of his career. He just wanted to make another million or so just before you exited out because there's no chance LA makes the playoffs this year. Very, very little at best. Um, and signing him is basically a spot filler till they can find a young person that they feel comfortable to put there, which will be a while, my friends. For what they have for young players is very limited. Um, Kempe, who is should be ready right now, doesn't look like he's going to pan out, boys and girls. He's got a lot of speed. I mean, not at the capacity that they were expecting him to. He looks more like a third line guy who might pot in a couple if he can learn to play much better defensively, which I think he will. I think he'll be a good two-way forward in the league, but not a high offensive player. Try to think of I'm trying to think of a player. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. It's a player out of Ottawa that is pretty much the same kind of player as him. They just signed him for a couple of years. Not a great signing, but um, if it comes to me, I'll let you know. Brodzinski is another one that's pretty much the same. Actually, Brodzinski has, I think, a little more upside as far as a complete player than Kempe. But again, he's more of a third line guy. He doesn't look like he's going to be a high point producer. Maybe 15 goals in a year. Plays tough, hard, and if this sounds familiar to you, if it's starting to sound like a record, it is. That this is the type of players that LA seems to always get. The difference is Kempe has speed. Brodzinski does not. And for some reason, it seems that the LA Kings pay little attention or are morally opposed to players that can skate in a lot of ways. The guys they bring in, they're going to their defense now. Ledoux is going to be a very good defenseman. Top four. He's probably going to take Forbert's spot in the next year or two. That was a nice pickup. Pauline, a good pickup as well, a good depth guy. I thought he was actually going to be a lot better than he is. I thought his skating would improve, but again, a poor skater. He still has upside, and he could be a 5-6 in the league. And then they have Gravel, who isn't a bad skater, but he's not a great skater. And it's really up in the air where he's going to shuffle in. I imagine he's going to be a 5-6 person, but they don't. And then they go and draft Velarde this year, which at their drafting position they got him much lower. They got him much lower than projected. However, he can't skate again. I mean, he's not a horrible skater, but out of the top 15 this year, he was definitely the worst skater of the bunch. I don't know what. It just seems odd that they continue to bring in bad skaters all the time. And besides that, you have Amadeo, who they drafted in the third round in 2014 who looks like he could be a player, maybe. He's 21 years old and put up 40 some points last year. But as a whole, boys and girls, LA is not looking that great. By the way, Jaime's Body Lube, it's the best. There, I said it. Make sure you're well lubed, boys and girls. Okay, so the LA Kings missed the playoffs for sure next year, and they have a long way to go. I'm hoping that they turn it around, that Rob Blake and the gang can set up a direction that Lombardi wasn't, well, maybe even asked to do. Um, with Sutter gone, it's going to be an interesting year to watch with them, but I think it's going to be one in the bottom of the league. Then you have what I think I would do now. Honestly, I mean, you got. I think I said this last year as well already. You got to trade off as much as you can. Unfortunately, Quick has had injury problems in his contract. It probably a tough way to. He'd probably be a tough sell for other teams. I'm already. I'm sorry, but I'm thinking about trading Doughty. I'm thinking about trading. Well, you can't trade Kopitar, but besides Kopitar, there's really not many others. And Toffoli, I would keep Toffoli. Pearson, yeah, he's still young enough to be. You could take those as your top three core to show the new people what they're going to bring. But those players are going to be on the outside of their prime when LA is up and ready again to be a contender. So you could even look at trading them. Anyways, boys and girls, that's my full 42%. That's all I have for you. That's all I got in me to give to you, at least until I get a couple more massages in me. Make sure you subscribe and check out my other videos. I just did a Detroit Red Wings one. I have the top 15 or top 10 coaches in the league, which might interest you. Check out my drafting one that I did, top 15. My draft picks for the year. I explain one. There's a couple surprises in there you might be interested in, boys and girls. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.